What's going on YouTube? Tyler here. Welcome to my channel, TV Creations. I have posted some videos on here, just not really any vlogs. Gonna try to start doing that more now. Obviously this channel is about automotive. Me personally, I am a Nissan and Infiniti certified technician. And I've been doing this for a little over 6 years, mostly to my Nismo for some side work fun stuff, and my 92 S13 hatch that has a little bit of a story behind it. Right now I have my friend's 91 300ZX in my garage. Brought it to me, wanted me to check it out, just bought the car. Believe it or not, it has just under 100,000 miles on it, which is pretty good for the year of this car. Unfortunately, it has been through a little bit of abuse. Not the original motor in there. The motor got swapped out at about 45k miles, and now this motor is bad too. I checked compression out on it the other day. Bank 1 is just shot, about 50 compression all the way across the board. Bank 2 is good, but unfortunately Bank 1 is not, so it needs a new motor. The rings are probably worn. Unknown previous abuse. This car actually was in storage for about 5 years, he told me. So maybe it was put there for a good reason. But right now we're going to be taking the front bumper off. As you can already see, I already started doing that. He wants to fix this little imperfection in the bumper. He does like everything to look nice and clean, so he's going to let his buddy do his magic, see if he can get that fixed for him. While he is on the look for another motor. We are going to be swapping this motor out soon, so stay tuned for a video on that. But as for now, let's get taking the rest of this bumper off. There we go. Bumper's off. There you go, bumper's off, guys. Now I can come pick it up and go take it to get fixed. Unfortunately, whoever put the bumper back on last time, focus. Focus. Oh, unfortunately that stud was snapped because it was cross-threaded. Whoever put the bumper back on last time did not do a good job. So as you can see, it's all PVC capped off. There's no blow-off valves on this car for whatever reason. I have no idea. Okay guys, we're gonna get all these bolts all together so it's not all over the place. Clean up a bit. And then we'll wait for my friend to come pick up his bumper later on in the day. Now it's a good thing to always keep your bolts in specific bags depending on what part of the car it's for, because it really helps out when you go back to put everything back on. You're not scrambling around looking for screws, nuts, bolts. Everything's in a nice bag. Okay guys, so we got the bumper off. I'm going to go charge this battery or check and see if my other battery's charged. If not, then I'm going to let this thing charge, and then when we come back I will explain a little bit more about what this channel is going to be about, and what my main goal is, what I want for the future, and then talk about my cars a little bit, and then yeah, I'll let you guys know what I want this thing to turn into, because I do want to start my own shop. It's really what I want to do. I like helping people, and I like fixing cars, and I like making cars look cool and go fast. So thanks guys, we'll see you in a bit.
One eternity later.
Alright guys, fast forward about 3 hours later. Freshened up, took a shower, hung out with my girlfriend, my daughter, ate some lunch, and put her to sleep. Now just gonna introduce myself a little bit, and then show you my Nismo, my S13, and kind of briefly explain what I want to do with them in the future. So me, my name's Tyler. I am an auto mechanic by trade. Went to school for it. Have my degree in Nissan Infinity, and associate's degree for automotive engineering. Live down here in beautiful sunny SoCal with my girlfriend and my daughter, yeah, I like to build cars, fix cars, help people with their cars, anything related to cars. I am not really what you would call a plumber, but I did try it out for a little bit. Pretty much what I want to do with this channel is just do, it's obviously car related, but pretty much just show you the ins and outs, everything that has to go with about fixing a car or customizing it, make it perform better. But yeah, not really the easiest to get in front of a camera. but you know, I do want to show the world what I personally you know, do with cars, my own talent. So you know, let me know what you guys might want to see. Leave it down in the comment section below. I will read them over and see what can do in the future about it. This is very new for me. Like I said, I am shy to get in front of a camera. But you know, mostly just to teach some people a little bit about cars and just show you know, what all goes on. So hope you guys like it, and hopefully you know, can bring you guys some really good content so you guys can enjoy it. Alright, let's get to the cars. Alright guys, this is my 2014 Nissan 370Z Nissan Motorsports Edition. As you can see, it's not completely stock. However, there is still stock accents on here. I do love how factory performance looks. Nissan really did good with this one. I did change the rear bumper. The rear bumper is off of a 2017 Nismo. I chose this bumper because it's a lot more aggressive than the 2009 to 2014 ones are. Just gives it more of an aggressive rear end. And you can also see the Fair Lady Z badge. That is a OEM badge off of a Datsun S30 240Z. I didn't see anyone that had that emblem on there the whole time that this car has been out. I do like to be original, so I just took a chance and drilled holes in this nice bumper and molded the emblem to fit it and painted in the Z to match the Nismo red. It's not Nismo red, but it's close enough. As you could tell, definitely not a stock exhaust on there. I do have HKS high flow catback titanium exhaust with a custom mid pipe to make it true dual. I seen that the true dual sounds a lot better than the H crossover that comes with it, and the H crossover always leaked no matter every which way that I try to do it, it always leaks. So I just had two pipes made. It is tuned. I got it tuned by the one and only Nismo Knights over in Rancho Cucamonga. Really opened her up, made her feel a lot better. I also have a Z1's road race clutch with their lightweight flywheel and CSC elimination kit. That definitely freed up the crank a lot. Definitely noticed a lot more response before I got tuned. The rotors on here, these are, I believe, I think it's Breaknetics rotors. This is their sport rotors. Really like these. They're good consumer costs and they look pretty cool too. Definitely add an aggressive feel to it. As for my suspension, I have Megan Racing Street 32-way coilovers on here. It was a little low. I have 15 millimeter spacer in the front with extended studs, just a slip-on spacer, and I have a 25 millimeter spacer in the back for the rear wheels. Gives it that really tight fitment. Barely no rubbing at all. It still rubs a little bit, only when I hit like hard bumps. Other than that, it doesn't rub really at all. You can see the red carbon fiber trim. I had that custom done. Unfortunately, there's a clip broken on one side each, so have to get it redone. It's kind of rushed to get it to me. That's not really the most of my worries right now. It looks cool and it stays on there. The spoiler is a Stillen roof spoiler. I had that painted by West Jones Auto, same body shop that painted my rear bumper. They custom did the bumper too. I have done some paint stuff myself. Pretty good with the rattle can. I rushed the side markers and the door handle trim just to get to a show. This vest that happened about a year and a half ago. Unfortunately the paint is starting to chip off. That'll be a video I'll make when I do the paint good this time, so that doesn't happen again, because it sucks because it looks so good and now it's starting to fade. Needs a little bit of TLC. But the headlights I had done first on this car was done by a guy called Hypnotic Headlights. He stopped doing them about 3 years ago, so luckily I was able to get it done and cheap at the time. Now everyone wants to charge arm and a leg to do them. I'm looking at redoing them myself, so that'll be another good video content for you guys. Another thing is I do have a Stillen 25-roll oil cooler back there. They don't put in their installation manual that is for Nismos. However, that is a Nismo and I have it on there. If anyone has a 370 Nismo and they have a Stillen oil cooler that they want to get installed, contact me. We'll install it and make a video for installing it on a Nismo, just so that everyone else out there isn't afraid to buy it, because it's very easy. You just have to drill one extra hole and a couple slide clips with nut inserts on them. Now here is my 92 S13 hatch. This car I bought as a shell, complete gutted engine bay. Drive shaft was left there cut in half, and the speedometer cluster, instrument cluster, was taken out, and this car was automatic before. I have had to buy a motor, tranny, drive shaft, has one-piece drive shaft, engine harness, accessory harness, because they were cut off just to get the, I don't know why, but just to get the motor and everything out of there. They didn't even have to cut the accessory harness, but they did anyways. This is actually a clean title, which is pretty rare for S13 out there now that everyone's putting them into, making them into drift missiles and just thrashing them. I do want to drift this in the future, but right now it's just a good daily. It's been an off and on 3-year project that I worked on in my spare time, and when I was able to afford to buy stuff for it. Now it's been registered for over a year now. Fully functional, fully capable. Have done some upgrades. Has a stage 2 clutch, lightweight flywheel, one-piece drive shaft from Z1, and then has an aluminum radiator. Has an ISR long tube manifold that goes down to a no-name eBay, probably cheap exhaust that sounds ridiculously loud. Surprised that, knock on wood, haven't been pulled over for yet. Haven't really been driving it much lately, just because the transmission leaks a lot. So I have to reseal the transmission. That'll be another video too that I'll make to give you a breakdown on how that goes. Let me get the keys so I can open up both the hoods and show you guys the motors. Alright, let's unlock this guy. Alright guys, so here's the motor. It's just a stock KA. This one came out of S14, and then when they delivered it to the shop that I was working at the time in Sacramento, I did do a full reseal on the motor. Just not new bearings, didn't re-ring it or anything, just full reseal, because the motor, when the previous owner showed me the smog sheet that he had, it was a really clean motor. and that's what it did look like as I was taking everything apart. But it has new timing chain, tensioners, water pump, had all that stuff done 3 years ago. I didn't really drive the car that much. Even right now, I haven't even driven it for about 2,000 miles yet. So everything's still fairly new. Sitting and not being ran all the time. Some oxidation happens, but it, trying to start freshening it up a bit, making it look a lot better. Soon I will be doing a video on tucking the accessory harness, just because, why do you want to see wires when you can just see nice and beautiful machinery? Same thing with the engine harness too. I want to do something about that. But here's the ISR long tube manifold, goes all the way down there. This is InGen intake, just been stripped of its paint and the sticker. It's the aluminum radiator I was talking to you guys about. And I do have twin electric fans that is run on a mechanical thermostatic switch. What else? Aluminum overflow tank, aluminum heat shield, even though there's not too much heat because it's not turboed. Still, I like to keep everything cool, because with cool brake fluid, you have brakes for as long as you drive the car. I do have a strut tower brace that I'm going to be repainting soon. I have it sanded down over by my toolbox. Other than that, this car is, just as stock as you can get. I just put this together just to have a daily, to have S13. I've always wanted one. And then converting it to stick wasn't too bad, actually. Just drilling the holes in the firewall for the master. And then I just got a stainless steel clutch line that goes all the way down to the slave cylinder. And then, I've been revamping the suspension a little bit. It's just stock, but I have aftermarket tension rods. I do have energy bushings. I will be doing a video about that too. So you guys get to see what it's like taking old bushings out to upgrade them to poly bushings. So that's pretty much all we're at right now with the S13. Let's check out the Nismo motor. You can see on the interior I have done some stuff. I did repaint some trim in here just to match the red. My favorite color is red. It's Fair Lady shift knob. I painted the trim around that and the cup holder. Z34 all day, baby. And I did paint the rear frame brace that's in the back here. So let's check out the Nismo motor. So here's a VQ from the Nismo. I've done some red silicone hose replacement on it, some fancy hardware all around, looking good. Then InGen intakes. These intakes, I mainly got them because they were close to the code of the car, but they do perform really well and they sound really dope on the freeway. When you're about like 4,500 to like 47, you're by a wall on the freeway and you just step on it, it sounds like it's turbo spooling up. But they do perform well. Right now it makes 317 to the wheel, 268 torque. It feels really good. I do lose races, but I mean it's NA, so I'm not gonna really get butthurt over it. This car is a lot of fun to drive though. I do have white line poly diff bushings that I'm gonna be doing soon. Everyone's love-hate between them. I'm gonna do a full-length video and show you guys the steps on doing the poly bushings. And then in that video too, I'm going to change out the fluids, gonna be going to Motul now. It's been long overdue. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Feel free to leave a comment down in the section below and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Be a part of the TV Creations fam, and look for future awesome content to come through this channel. A lot of cool stuff that I do have planned. I just need to start getting it done, and you guys get to see it. If you are located in the SoCal area and you need automotive repair done, feel free to contact me, whether it is on YouTube or Instagram at TB_creations1 or at Zona_Z34, my personal Instagram. And hopefully I can think of some other cool stuff to show you guys, whether it's either non-car related or if it's going to be car related. I have many things that I could think of. I just need to start doing it, and hopefully everything will come out looking cool. Thanks guys. Look to seeing you guys come with me on my journey. Peace.